the Podical Sons.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone in the world, because neither one of us don't have any law degrees. I'm Marvelous.
And I think, not your average Joseph. Yeah, that would be me.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. Why you think?
I don't know, man.
Identity crisis?
I went to sleep real late. Got up real early, so I'm kind of still woozy. And I had a couple drinks for lunch.
Yo, some people have drinks for breakfast, man.
Yeah.
One dude, he don't drink it with milk. He doesn't have cereal with milk. He has it with beer. So it's like Apple Jackson Corona. He calls it Berrios.
Berrios. Okay, I ain't mad at that. That sounds like something I need to try.
Fortune favors the bold, because I don't know about my belly about noontime fucking with some shit like that. Yo, that's how you gonna get the shits and the cockarellas.
Berrios. Yeah, man. Last night was dope, man.
Oh yeah, the R&B Divas event.
The R&B Divas
was real proper.
Kicked
real
off.
Turnout.
Big shout out to Sisters Choices.
Sisters Choices
Entertainment, Nia Jules. They put
especially
on a wicked show featuring Carlette Easy.
Yeah.
Right?
Alicia
Cinnamon. Right. Mo Spence and
Veronica
Tyne. Big shout out for Veronica Tyne. She opened up the show and she really got things started.
Yes,
shout out to Rochelle Clark, was a graceful host. Kept the show moving, and man, I was jamming out to the July, the July band, July Soul Band.
Absolutely.
They had the groove rocking. They moved effortlessly through sets.
That's not an easy word to say when you're not about that life.
Nah, it's not an easy word to say when you're not about that life.
I noticed that. One day I was off my Deem and stuff, whatever, and somebody said something to me, and I'm like, I was effortlessly. I'm like, fuck, I feel like I spit.
You almost bit your tongue or something like that? Yeah, that's how I felt like just a while ago. But for sure. And two of the members of the band, they just learned the songs that day. So, you know what I mean? Big shout out. That's what you call professionalism, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get called on the spot and you show and prove. So big shout out to the band. It was a great night. We got some highlights, some clips, and we got some Son of the Streets footage that we popped out on the singers, and you know they were graceful enough to give us some answers. So I mean, we'll post that. We'll put together a little YouTube clip and some IG clips to go along with that, just to showcase how the night went.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I will definitely go back and enjoy another show for, like, I guess when the third one comes up.
Yeah.
If Naya herself is doing her little end around thing, I won't give everybody the sauce because they didn't buy tickets and go. But
yeah,
the way how she ended it touches my soul, man. You know, like, ain't not like a good old school song to kind of just
just close it out.
Yeah. And it had me a type of way, whatever.
Listen, man, I didn't know she could sing. I didn't know she got pipes, man. I'm just like, yo, you're real good with the artists and stuff. You put together shows.
Can't give out the sauce, man.
You're
Can't give
dope
out the sauce.
producing, and then she just said, yo, hold this. And I was like, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what she might have in store next year and stuff for that, but I'm definitely a fan, and definitely I will make another return for that.
Yeah, man, and the crowd was really, really dope, really supportive, and everybody just enjoyed themselves, man. Shout out to Spade Nightclub and Lounge. That spot is a nice spot, man. And and the codfish fritters.
You still on that,
dude? They had me, man. They had me with the fried plantain on the side. Yo, listen, man. I was a side piece, side dish. Waiting to happen.
Let's go.
All right, man. So what we got?
Talked about the Raptors parade, man.
Raptors parade.
Where were you when the Raptors parade popped off?
Man, my ass was at work, man. I know they wasn't gonna give me the time off.
Yeah, a lot of people couldn't get the time off.
I
was at work too, man.
You was at work too?
I was at work too.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of figured all that was gonna pop off where a lot of employers and a lot of places were like, no.
Yeah.
No. And then some people are flexible, like, well, you were a diehard rider, and we know the circumstance.
Yeah.
We might give it to you, but we're not giving it to everybody, right?
Right, of course.
The show must still go on. But the shooting and the stabbing thing.
But I mean, before we even get to the shooting and the stabbing part.
Okay.
Because although I was working, I was set to work on the afternoon. So it wasn't no thing because I figured, I'll chill out a little bit. Come 10 o'clock, I'll turn on the TV because that's when the festivities was supposed to start, right? They supposed to, start the parade at 10 o'clock, hit Nathan Phillips Square around 1:30, and then around 1:30 everything was supposed to start keep rocking. Listen, man.
Yeah.
The amount of people that were downtown for this parade, it just set anything that they had planned to be official. It just broke that in half.
I heard rumor report is that they had no more barricades. They ran out of barricades. That's a rumor report. They ran out of barricades, and I was thinking, why didn't they start using police tape and stuff, whatever, in those type of areas?
Right.
People came from all parts of the country.
Yeah,
Actually, some people who are originally from here, who wasn't here at the time, so flew in just for the parade.
Just for the parade.
I did the same thing when they came to the Cavs and stuff with her. Like when the Cavs won the ship.
Yeah.
I took my days off from work and stuff and drove down. So I was definitely there. So I understand.
Listen, the dude at my bank where I do all my business stuff at, he takes care of all my business stuff. He was going away with his cousin to I believe it was, I can't remember the first stop, but the second stop part of the trip was Singapore, right? And he flat out told his cousin, if the Raptors win the ship, they canceling Singapore. He coming back for the parade. They gonna have to do Singapore next day. So I still gotta. I haven't been into the bank since he been back. So I gotta, I gotta catch up with him and see if that's what happened. If he ended up canceling and coming back.
Right, probably.
But
probably more than likely.
But yeah, I mean, for the diehard Raptors fans, it was something that was a long time in waiting. And then for the casual fans, it was just, listen, we willing to celebrate any type of championship at this point. You understand?
Facts.
And don't get me wrong, even though the TFC had won in previous years and Argos have won previous years recently, it always boils down to the major franchises as far as they, well,
because you know how much money they will pour into basketball,
right, NHL, baseball,
and NFL,
right? So you look at those as the big four, right? So to win those type of championships, it's always seemed like a worldwide thing. You know what I mean?
Hold on. What if Toronto had like a national or like a national dodgeball team? How long or how short you think the parade might be?
National Dodge? You got a couple hundred people. There's a couple hundred people out there.
I'm about to say, oh shit, the dodgeball squad. We in here like swimwear. Just go out there, just show a little support. You see them come out there with the headbands.
The national tag squad. We've been it since 1982.
Yeah, they've been holding it down, man. They might have some veteran coach and stuff with it who always made it to the finals of the dodgeball championship but never, got to promised land.
Well, listen, they were saying over 2 million people was the estimate. Could be more, could be a little bit less, but it looked like a sea of people. Mm-hmm. And when the parade actually started, those buses looked like they weren't going nowhere, man. You know what I mean? It looked like everything was at a standstill. So, by the time they was ready to get anywhere, I had to leave and go to work. So I didn't really get to catch the footage on TV. So here's the kicker. I know what's going on. I know the parade is happening. When I get to work now, that's when I get word of the shots being fired. Mm-hmm. All right, so you want to pick it up from there?
I mean, what more to say about the thing, but If they're out there and it ever gets wind to them, you want some sucker shit, because that was a straight family show. People brought their kids. People brought, it was just there for love.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody there willing to travel and stuff, whatever, like, to say, pull out. Because we don't know how many people was there with their weapons concealed, right?
Oh, yeah,
But if you were there to really literally pull out and pop off, whatever, you was there with the bullshits. You was there with the shits.
Oh, 100%.
Right? So, I mean, I wasn't a fan of stuff, whatever, of that. Now, the stabbing thing, whatever, like, I feel like if anybody's stabbing anybody, that's just intentional. Like, nigga's an assassin, okay?
Listen, man.
You're an assassin. You went there for a purpose. Point blank, period.
Listen,
nice and quiet.
If you still walking around with a switchblade, you want some cold-blooded shit.
Yeah, you want some shit, whatever, right? As much as in the midst of so many people and stuff, whatever, within the vicinity.
Word.
You're on some shit. No, but to the shooters, and then cause they captured 2 shooters and stuff, whatever, right? They had one on video and stuff that they shown and everything. I think my opinion, he needs to be buried underneath the jail. The reason why I say that is because I feel like the judge or whosoever goes in a courtroom, they might forget who the hell this person might be.
Right.
And then when they come up to the judge and stuff, whatever, and then they read everything to the judge about this is so and so. He was one of the shooters of the day of the Raptors parade, and they're like, the judge would have a look like, people went there for a family. Fuck you, and just
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying, like that right there.
No, I mean, but think about it. Just to think about the magnitude of the parade. Right. That judge could possibly either have a family member or somebody personal that he might have known or she might have known that attended.
Right.
So now you're taking that on your head. Listen, man, you could have shot little, Jonathan.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could have shot, Aunt Susie. That's what's on the judge's head right now. So he definitely, gonna throw. Listen,
yeah, he or she just needs to throw the book at them, man, and then some. Throw 2 more books. So, other than that, the whole setting and stuff before, the vibe was proper and everything. What I seen on TV, and hopefully, for another ship to come, whatever. This bullshit is I want to say more proper planning.
Yes.
Because I know a few people and stuff or whatever was in the midst of everything. And they were telling me that there was some dry points and stuff where they had no DJ spinning, no music, no nothing and stuff, whatever popping off and stuff.
Right.
DJ spinning for 30 minutes. Raptors, cheerleaders, dancers and stuff going for 30.
Yeah.
And there was down periods when the people just sitting there with nothing.
Just waiting.
Staring
waiting.
at stage.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So I mean, hopefully next year and stuff, whatever, if shit happens and stuff, whatever. Shit happens. More proper planning and no more this fuck shits, man.
Well, I mean, the last time they had something major on a scale like that would have been the Blue Jays.
Right.
So we're talking 92, 93.
You remember anybody popping off around that time?
Nah, nobody popped off around that time. But I think even back then they may had 1 or 2 hitches, and probably the next year because they went back to back. The next year they probably solved all those little issues a little bit, and kind of went a little bit more smoother. So then you think about that. You think of fast forward to 2019. A lot of the way how the streets work have changed. You know what I mean? There's a lot of a lot more pedestrians moving with this parade. Right. And this is something that's totally brand new to them. It's not like Golden State. Golden State probably had that shit down pat. You know what I mean? Right. Where the parade route's gonna come on, at what time this is gonna happen, is that, you know what I mean? Because they've got so much practice at it.
Right.
So for us to just pop off on the 2019 and kind of had those little hitches, hopefully by next year, we can pull in another ship, and the parade will be much more smoother than how it was this time around. But before we even get there, they're still gonna try and land Kawhi, because nobody knows what my poker face is doing. He keeping it straight.
I don't know nothing.
He ain't dropping no clues.
I told somebody the other day, I'm like, yo, after this parade, nobody talked to me about basketball and stuff, whatever, until July 20th.
July 20th.
July 20th, we can talk ball again. We can talk ball. Trades, nothing, because look at draft night.
Yeah.
Draft night pops off and they did trades right there at draft night.
Yeah.
So, July 20th, we can talk ball again. Until then, anything's up in the air. Speaking
of the draft night, it was a record year for Canadians. I think they had, 6, it could be more that was drafted, but I know for sure 4 within the first round.
That's good.
With my man,
RJ?
RJ Barrett going number 3 to the Knicks. It's a good look, man. That's a good look. So, big ups to Canada for the Toronto Raptors winning a ship for us, and then big ups to the young Canadians who are making their way into the NBA. And we wish you the best of luck. And just continue to do what got you there, and hold your head up, and hopefully that'll see your way through to a lustrous career.
Okay. Family sues Phoenix Police for $10 million after the officers were caught on video threatening to shoot them.
Yeah, and do you know the family's name or anything like that?
I did, but I don't think it's relevant, because I think here's the thing.
No, what I'm asking for is because a Podical Sons audience out there, we want to have everything in context for you. So if you want to pause real quick right now and go and look at the video so you can understand what we're talking about, because
you can Google it yourself. Like, you can Google, everybody yourself that can Google and listen and stuff. Google and see it, that this family, just say family sues Phoenix PD for $10 million. You can see the video, and it's a horrendous type of video and stuff.
Yeah, because I really couldn't put everything into context until I actually seen how horrendous the video was.
Yeah, it was an awful type of thing and stuff to see. But I mean, I feel like these type of things happen way too often. It's not just this family.
Oh yeah, way too often.
Me, I don't consider myself like a race waiter, but when it comes to like, I feel like sometimes stuff some people put themselves in a situation that they can't handle.
Right.
They had a 4-year-old little daughter, and she's taken up like a doll.
Yeah.
And they said, Family Dollar said that she stole the doll and stuff, whatever. Some kids got fast hands.
Yeah.
These kids are sticky, so they have sticky fingers and stuff, whatever. Father's probably paying for something. Mother's holding another child and stuff in her hand, and the mother's pregnant. So you can say like the brain, they weren't really too occupied on her. They just know, long as she's in the vicinity, they can see her. Yeah. That's the main thing and stuff with her. And then when the takedown took place and stuff, whatever, guns ablaze, 3 squad cars rolled up and everything, pulled out guns, threatened them, shut the F up. If I tell you, do what it was been effing told. This is not how trained police officers are supposed to try to de-escalate a situation and stuff, or trying to solve a situation.
Yeah, I think what really was puzzling to me is when you first brought the story to my attention, you had said the doll was allegedly stolen from a dollar store, and I'm thinking to myself,
how much is a bootleg Barbie?
Dollar store.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, okay, like for one, you really gotta call the cops on somebody who may have stole a doll from the dollar store?
You shitting on dollar stores. Let me tell you something. Dollar stores are popping now.
No offense. Remember, we got the dollar store Trojans.
The dollar store condoms. I'm about to say, they out here in these streets.
So listen, we know they supplying stuff.
Yeah.
But on a real, if that doll ended up in the dollar store, how much you really think they paid for that doll?
I'm thinking like $4. $4.
You think
for the price tag for the doll. So if they're buying, like the company's buying the doll in the whole, probably like $1. Maybe it's less than that.
Less than that.
But they're marketing it and stuff, whatever. Suggested retail price will be like about $4.
$4, right? So you know what I mean? So this kid picks up the doll and walks out with it. Is that really something that you would like? You would feel that you would have to call the cops on?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you see? My thing and stuff is that we don't know what took place and stuff before, right? So let's say inside the store.
True.
Let's say I'm shooting some hypotheticals. Let's say inside the store and stuff, whatever. They're like, ma'am, your kid didn't come here with the doll. She's sliding out with the doll and stuff, whatever. She's like, let's say they got Sharky and stuff, whatever, with them and stuff, whatever, with the husband and wife inside the store. And the wife probably's like, you know what, screw this, I don't need this hassle. And then that's the reason why the cops was called. Right. You don't know. Like, that part hasn't been said yet. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not speculating why it was called and why the cops was called. What I'm speculating on and stuff is that how the fuck you're supposed to be serve and protect when... If you're trying to first thing you're supposed to do is de-escalate the situation and stuff, whatever. First. Yeah. But they made it more sticky. All these police officers and stuff, whatever. Like, block off the car from reversing out. Yeah. That's one. Right. If you don't know what anybody might be pulling out and stuff, whatever, then by all means. But now, you have them full out frontal in front of you and you can see them. This is still not the time for you to be talking to them like they're lambs to the slaughter. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, these cops, this is too wild. And luckily, fortunately, other people and stuff, whatever, so many people were around, they caught the footage. Yeah. Right? And they caught the audio with it and stuff, whatever, too. So these cops and stuff, whatever, should be suspended. They should lose their jobs. My personal opinion. They should lose their jobs. No type of pay and stuff, whatever. But we'll let this run the process. And the police department definitely needs to be sued because... You allow these people and stuff to continue to work for you. Yeah. So then, therefore, we want to see the worst that happens to that police department. I do. Let me speak for my damn self.
Now, this type of behavior is nothing new.
Facts.
Right? But we can both agree now that we're in the era of social media and the camera phone, Big Brother society. Mm-hmm. These things are now getting caught on camera. Right. So prior to this, when this stuff was happening, and there was no evidence to prove that it was happening, do you think the police department and the higher ups were just ignoring it and brushing it aside because they know it couldn't be proven?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now with that being said, now that we know that we are living in this time, don't you think it would make sense for these guys to retrain these cops and say, listen, I know we've been getting away with shit in the past.
Yeah, but it's about, like, we spoke about this before and stuff, whatever. Some of the old things that you can do before, you can't do that now. And that's what I'm saying. Now you have to relearn these type.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm asking because it doesn't look like they're retraining these cops. These cops are still behaving like
this is the reason why they're gonna get fucked. Because at the end of the day and stuff, whatever. Even if somebody like this family suing them for 10 mil, right. Let's say another family and stuff, whatever, like in another city and place stuff, whatever, who's been taught the same way, never changed their style and everything. Yeah, sues them for like less, 3 mil. Then another few mil, another city and stuff like whatever, right? This is going to be now a flag to the U.S. government saying like, whatever they're doing is happening in so many other places, and we're losing money to the people for this. Yeah. So if the government doesn't want to make the jump and stuff and say like these people need to be retrained and stuff, whatever, let the consequences and stuff, whatever, happen to you and stuff like that. You know for a fact if you did some shit, whatever, right? You know if you want some bullshit and somebody told you and stuff, or the cops came to you and said, look, man, you need to calm down with the walking on the sidewalk bullshit with the beer can in your hand. Yeah. And they said, you know what? Fuck it. We're tired of explaining it to you. Here's a citation. They don't write the citation for like a $50 like you think. Yeah. They write the citation and stuff for like $1,000. And you're looking like, what the fuck? I bet you won't do that same shit the next day or even any time in the future again. Oh, no. Because that's what I'm saying. Because the cost that you have to pay is that high. So if the cost they have to pay and stuff is 10 mil, I bet you they get their mind right.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, do we have any cases prior to this where the police department has been sued for a good amount of money?
Tons, but people most of the time is people and stuff whatever with substantial money, not proof. Right. With the money and stuff in the backing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, salute to Jay-Z. Jay-Z said that he would fit this family's lawyer fees.
Yeah, legal fees.
The legal fees. Yeah. To make sure they get this case solved and dealt with and everything and stuff whatever, right? I remember at Fabulous sued the city of New York, NYPD. Yeah. for I think about $9 million. Because I think there was a situation where they pulled him over, and someone else in the vehicle had a gun. And since then and stuff, whatever, like, you know, hip hop police has been targeting him and stuff, whatever.
Right.
So he hit him with a heavy harassment suit.
Yeah.
And I think I think they settled. It was higher, but I think he settled for $9 million.
Okay.
So when he settled stuff for $9 million, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that was just one person, but that's what I'm saying. He has that money to kind of fight it.
Yeah.
Some people who don't have the money and stuff, where they get caught in litigation, and they might just take a quick ass settlement somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, say if they sue for like $3 million. And they're trapped up with lawyer fees and they can't handle the dance and the battle and everything, they say, you know what, we'll take the $200,000. Right. So the cops will win. And remember, you know, the police have their own secret society.
Yeah.
So, hashtag Illuminati. But
I mean, if y'all haven't seen that video, and you're not sensitive, go ahead and take a look, and then you'll see, man. Like, you know. Oh, and while we're on the subject, big shout out to my girlfriend, Lisa Calderon, who faced her own situation at an Old Navy in Mississauga, where, you know, she was literally being accused of stealing an item of clothing, and just the way how she's been treated. Just brought a whole lot of fanfare and a whole lot of light to the situation, to the point where, you know, Old Navy had to issue her a public apology, and even went as far as saying, you know, they're not looking to train employees on how to deal with certain situations. See, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, it takes social media outcry. Because I'm pretty sure Lisa's not the only person this has happened to. Right? And I'm pretty sure when it's happened, it's been reported, because it's not in the public arena, these you know, conglomerates just turn a blind eye to it. But now that, you know, everybody's looking at it from a point, from the perspective as, y'all, how this gonna happen in Old Navy? This is nuts.
Right.
So now when they see that Old Navy is actually tied to this whole infraction, now all of a sudden, now you got to do steps to correct it and make sure it don't happen again.
Facts. I feel like, when it comes down to that whole thing, I always get scared and stuff, whatever, because a lot of people say if it's not broken, then don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right. So when they say stuff like that and everything, they're kind of just waiting until, like, if somebody, you know, crosses the line and everything like that, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a proper solid type of company, you'll learn from other people's mistakes. It's like a person.
Yeah.
Like, if, you know, say you're my brother with the hoop dreams and everything like that, whatever. You go to college and stuff, whatever. You know, do OD on some drugs, and then me, I'm next in line. But stay far the fuck away from drugs as possible, not to make the same mistakes you made. I'm gonna just live off your experience and stuff, whatever. So I feel like any other store that witnesses how Old Navy got down, they better be prepared to train their employees. Be like, hey, just to let you know, after that shit that happened recently.
But you know what? I don't think it's gonna happen like that.
Okay.
Because here's why I say that. These companies rather be reactive than proactive. You understand? Because and I say that because in order for you to be proactive, that means you're gonna have to train staff and employees, right? In order for you to train staff and employees, that means it's gonna cost you. So imagine you're Old Navy now, right? Nothing has happened to this point, right?
Right.
Are you gonna look at your bookkeepers and say, hey, listen, man, there's a potential that something might pop off in the future? We need to set aside $9 million to start training these people nationwide.
I was about to say, whatever, if they're looking about nationwide shit and stuff, whatever, I'm like, yo, you don't got to hit everywhere right at that moment.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, if you get in that lawsuit, though, when that lawsuit come, baby, and it's for about 10 mil instead of 9 mil.
But here's the thing,
it's coming at the neck.
But here's the thing, though.
Right.
They rather take the risk because they're also thinking that lawsuit may not come.
Yo, okay, it was like this.
Okay. Let me stop you right there. Stop you right there. If we look at companies, right?
Okay.
Let's say I'm hypothetically speaking, because I can't think of an exact problem and an exact company at this case, but it's happened. Actually, sorry.
Airlines.
No, we'll do tobacco.
Okay.
Right? Tobacco companies knew
They'll fuck you up in the long run.
years in advance, right?
Right.
What nicotine can do to you, right?
Right.
What health concerns it could cause, right?
Okay.
But as opposed to doing preventative measures and warning the public, they decided not to. And they decided to say, well, when it comes down to that end, we'll deal with it at that end.
Half and half. See, I think the nicotine thing is a bad example because now you're messing with somebody's body compared to when these stores wise, whatever, right?
Right.
They're going in there not to really mess with their body. We're going there just to purchase a product.
Yeah.
That's probably just might go on top of their body, but not really within their body and stuff like that, whatever, right? But like I said, if you say if it took you 9 mil to train the whole country, the whole store-wise country and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
I'm not saying you got to do the rollout and stuff immediately. Say to save, like on a business aspect and stuff, whatever, you're like, yo, we'll hit up the popular states first and we'll work our way inner like the following years.
Yeah.
So at least so that if the lawsuit go in, you'd be like, oh, you know what, funny story. We've been training our peoples and stuff, whatever. We haven't had that time. As you can see, this is our new policy with the training thing. Right. So at least they see something in stone.
Right.
That was in the midst and stuff. And it'd be like,
right.
Michelle over there, she got hired before she got the training and stuff, whatever, to kind of make her way, whatever. So they can just use Michelle as a scapegoat and stuff, whatever, and just call it a day.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta put this shit in play. Because I'm telling you, I don't know about taking those risks and stuff, whatever. Like, it's kind of like, see, when you're saying a risk like that, I always look at it like, yo, do you raw dog the chick who has herpes? Like, if she tells you she has herpes, but she doesn't have an outbreak, do you still take that chance?
Not me.
All right. I won't take the chance.
But there's no money involved. These are multi-million corporations.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they get slapped with a $10 million lawsuit.
Small thing to a giant.
It's a small thing to a giant. You understand? So, with that being said, they still don't want to lose that 10 million. So if they're looking at it as to say, listen, we can be proactive and spend 10 million within training, and this might save us a few dollars down the end. Mm-hmm. Some number crunchers jumping up and saying, well, how we got to spend a few money down the end? Why are you even bothering that? Why not we just wait to see if it really transpires and we have to spend that money down the end? It's possibility we don't have to spend that money down at the end. This is how corporations think.
Yeah, no, the power of the dollar, man.
They operate on that greed factor, man, and that greed factor will have them shut their eyes to a lot of shit.
And that greed factor will make them lose their shit too.
Well,
so that's what I'm saying.
They don't mind, man. Like I said, 10 million. Well, Facebook the other day, I think it was Facebook or Google, the government slapped them with like a 5 milli.
Yeah.
What's 5 million to Facebook?
Right.
You understand? They willingly know that what they're doing is wrong and that they can't. They if they get caught, but they rather take the risk in getting caught.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's certain type of precautionary measures and stuff that could be implemented before whatever, right? And that this might be a problem and stuff in the long term. At least look into that, so at least the fine or the slap might not be so much.
Yeah.
But if you completely ignore the signs and stuff, whatever, and you be like, they do one of those, the little memes, the little Jackie Chan, ooh, like, how did this happen to me?
Yeah.
You'd be like, well, you asked for it. You knew it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah,
so fuck it, just carpe diem with it.
It's only a matter of time.
Salute to the families that lost loved ones and stuff, whatever, to Dominican Republic, for the 10 tourists that have fallen victim to the mysterious illness that's plaguing just the tourists. I didn't really want to talk about this stuff, whatever, but because my thing and stuff is that we don't know what it might be, and there's so many other factors and stuff like that could come in play. So I wanted to wait and stuff for there, but 10 is too much to ignore.
10 is too
and
much.
And it's just an American tourist?
But and that's one of the things that I'm still trying to figure out if it's happening to anybody else, or is it just it's only the fact that these are American tourists that we're hearing about it. But yeah, 10, and it's not even to say like this is happening over like a 6-month period. I don't even think it's been 3 months since these 10 have passed away. So
right.
it seems to be, if I'm looking at it from that perspective, it seems to be an isolated incident. But what could it possibly be? Because no one seems to know.
I think it might be a chupacabra.
You think it might be?
I'm already batting out at 100 and stuff, whatever. So I might as well shoot for something high and stuff and expect something else. But I mean, I don't know what else to say, because my thing and stuff is that if it's the water or if it's the liquor or like if it's the food, like all these things and stuff has now been brought in to perspective and stuff. When like after the third or fourth victim.
Right.
They look at food, water, liquor, all this type of stuff and everything like that. Whether people don't have no kind of like random like animal bites or something, whatever. I'm like, it gotta be like some UFO shit. I don't know what to say. So that's I'm like,
I'm puzzled because you're right. You would think after the third victim, they would have kind of narrowed it down to something, maybe pinpoint some sort of consistency. The only thing that I've been hearing so far is just it's been happening after people have been served liquor.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if that's been the factor in all 10 cases, but that's one of the things they were tooting after, I think, the third case. This person had drank something from the mini bar, and then the next day they were no more. And then, a second person had suffered the same fate. Could it be the mini bar? You type of deal, Could it be the alcohol that's in? Could it be how the way the water is mixing? I even seen this one thing on IG where this lady took a bottle of Ciroc, poured it in the glass, dropped some ice cubes in it, started stirring it, and the shit just looked like it just became instant Play-Doh in a glass. Ew. And I was thinking to myself, wow. And she said, yo, this is what's killing people. This is what's killing people.
Was that Ciroc or was it Ciroc? Like, that sounds like some different shit.
And then you never know, right? Because we live in an internet culture where stuff can be faked, right? And, just to bring about attention to something, you know what I mean? Or to someone, or to clout chase. You get what I'm saying? So you don't really know, but if it's true, then I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing.
I'll solve the case for y'all. If y'all donate money to the Sofa King Marvelous Negro Foundation, minimum bid starts at $1 million. Don't be shy. Drop the money by. Open up a GoFundMe and stuff, whatever, before everybody tell me, fuck me.
Well, the Sons on the Streets will not be hitting the streets of DR until they figure this shit out.
No, I think anybody who's traveling and stuff to DR, whatever, get you a Canadian passport, man. Yo, just to be safe. You have a higher probability of coming back alive. It's kind of like, remember when the Canadians just was dying off in Mexico?
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all need to get your American passport together and stuff, whatever, and be easy over there. But I don't know, man. I don't know what could it be. So, I mean, hey, that's to that, man.
I mean, condolences to the families out there to lose loved ones. The last thing that you think is that, your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, whatever is going on vacation and you ain't seen them come back.
Yeah. That's tough to know. I mean, death is a tough thing to digest in general.
Yeah, in general.
But, like I said, until they pinpoint something and stuff, whatever, we'll have some follow-ups and stuff on this, whatever. But until they pinpoint it, I had nothing else to say on that, man. Like I said, just thoughts and prayers. Let's move to some lighter shit. I had somebody and stuff ask me the other day and stuff, whatever. Especially even like when I was looking at the DR shit, right?
Right.
They were asking me and stuff, whatever. Like, they offered me to go out somewhere. They're like, yo, you want to go out for dinner and everything and stuff, whatever. I had a little small research to do and stuff, whatever, for some things.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't with the shits. So I just told them I made a bigger lie out of something, which was really shit, because whatever I was looking at, I could have dealt with like within a matter of 15 minutes.
That person listening to this episode, come on.
Yeah, confession at Usher's coming. I explained to them.
You explained to them?
I explained
I just
to
want
them
to make sure you don't give yourself away on the
I
pod.
explained to them and stuff like 2 days later and several days later and stuff, whatever, right? I'm like, yo, I just had a few things stuff to do, whatever. I'm like, I didn't really feel like in the mood to go anywhere and stuff. You know, sometimes you feel like that vibe.
Yeah, you know, no, it happens.
You know, my spider sense was telling me, stay your ass home for the night and stuff, whatever. Be humble.
Happens.
So, are people selectively busy? Because I was looking, I'm like, yo, I just curved somebody and stuff, whatever. They just wanted to chill.
Listen.
You curve people a lot? If they just want to chill?
You make time for the people you want to make time for.
But I made time for this person and stuff before, like last week.
Okay, so what happened to this week? You didn't feel like making that time.
I didn't feel like making that time.
You didn't feel like making that time, man.
I wanted some me time, man.
You wanted some me time.
So, because I know my me time would have consisted of like me doing a 1-2 thing. I'd have kicked my feet up on my couch and probably just take a nap. I like to take evening naps.
Now, there's times where I feel the same way. I just want to be by my lonesome and just do me.
Right.
But I'm never curving anybody with what I'm saying. I'm just.
Oh, you keep it 100.
Yeah, I keep it 100. I'm saying, listen, man.
I don't feel the vibe.
I don't feel the vibe, or nah. I got stuff to do, which in most cases I do. You know what I mean? It's
so you're not making a bootleg busy situation.
No, I'm not making a bootleg busy situation.
Really, nigga?
Well, I tell you what. In order for me to free up my time,
yeah,
I gotta put what I'm doing on hold, and nowadays I find it with the pod and stuff like that. I find it hard because regardless of anything, the show drops Tuesday.
Facts.
You understand?
Right.
So that means we gotta record on Sunday. This is the time that we were recording. We gotta record on Sunday, right? I gotta edit on Monday.
Right.
Right? And I gotta make sure the show drops on a Tuesday.
But then you have Wednesday, you got Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, Thursday evening, Friday evening to play with your ding-a-ling.
But what about the rest of my life that I have that I now dedicated the show to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Now, whatever I would typically do on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I gotta fit that in on the rest of the week.
Yeah, well, I look at it like that too, but I don't know. I guess I'm just a creature of habit.
Now, if you're ultra important, or if it's something ultra important, then now I gotta rearrange those other. I don't mess with those 3 days. Mm-hmm. Those 3 days is dedicated. You know, unless it's something really big, then I say, okay.
They are sacred days.
They're sacred days to us. They're very sacred days.
That's
to
the
us.
sage in me speaking.
Unless we know something big is coming up, and I'll say, okay, Marv, this is what's happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to rearrange the schedule and stuff like that.
Right.
But even with that said, we might record on a different day. Mm-hmm. I might edit on a different day, but the show is still dropping on a Tuesday. Right? So, for instance, now, I'm gonna have within the next month or so, I'm gonna have my hands tied with the Battle of the Beatmakers. Mm-hmm. Right, the advertisement's already out for that, so I gotta start getting myself prepared for that mode. Right. I know within that weekend, a Saturday and a Sunday is gonna be occupied with the Battle of the Beatmakers. Right. So now I gotta say, okay, coming up for that week, we gotta either pre-record or we gotta pull something that's out the box.
Fair.
Right. While doing that now, I got to start rearranging the stuff that I usually do to fit around that. So I really don't, I really can't find the time to socialize.
So you don't do that now?
Yeah.
In the past, did you do it? Did you, like we're talking about like your early 20s or some shit like that, whatever. Do like, oh shit, party over here, ain't nothing over there. You coming through?
Yeah.
Oh, so you'll go through?
Yeah, I'll go through.
Oh, okay. People curve people early nowadays. That's what I'm saying.
But we're in the curve culture.
But I don't even. I think people been curving before. Like, cause I want to say like even before we're in the curve culture, I want to say like, yo, there's a situation where I was trying to talk to, I think like one chick, whatever. I think I was probably like in my late teens, early 20s, and the girl told me and stuff, whatever. She's like, oh, she got some things to do and everything like that. What I'm like, it's all good. I'm gonna do my 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, well, she kind of lived a little distance from me, but I was out with my peoples and we were in the vicinity, I guess, where she lived.
Yeah.
And I seen a girl in a Walmart and stuff, whatever, just like solo dolo picking up some shit, whatever. So I'm like, is this the things you have to do? You could have did this any damn time. So she said, Marv, it's not like that. So I was like, your lying ass, man. Your lying ass. But as I was looking, I'm like, yeah, you make time for the things that people, that you want to, you do.
Yeah. I mean, you make that time. You understand? But it's
needless to say, I wasn't fucking with that girl no more after that.
Needless to say,
yeah. Fwy. That's my FYI. Fwy. I wasn't fucking with her no more.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever set aside something that you had to do for somebody, and you went out with this person and it was just shitty, and you said to yourself, "Man, I could have been doing this,
home and do whatever I had to do."
Yeah.
Yes, but I want to say most of the time I try to make the best of it. Like, play it. If it was an argument or something like that, more like if it was a chick or like, male, female.
Right.
If it was like some beef or some static came from it, whatever.
Yeah.
That's when I say, I'm like, I should have stayed my black ass home. I should just did what I had to do instead of fucking with you. But I won't say it to them. I just say it to myself.
Yeah, say it to yourself.
I say it to myself and stuff, whatever. And then therefore, if another time's to come up with said person, I'd be like, I can't. My goldfish needs an abortion. Can't make it. Sorry. You don't got a goldfish. You don't worry about it. I bought it yesterday. How you love that?
Well, it was in a tank. It got held down by 2 betas. Now it don't want to keep the. It don't want to keep the little eggs. It don't want to keep the caviar.
That's not like a heavy rape culture thing.
It don't want to keep the caviar.
Yo, let me ask you this: if a woman offered to pay on the first date, what does that mean to you?
It means free lunch, nigga. What do you mean? What does that mean?
Free means free.
Free lunch, nigga. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. You don't think she might not call you again?
Tell you what. If she pays for the first dinner date, it saves me from thinking I just waste my money on this damn ass chick.
That's true. I didn't look at it like that.
Sometimes you gotta look at it from those angles, man.
Well, I mean, this is the reason why we have this back and forth.
This is why we have the back and forth.
Well, it's not often. It's not often
but I get where you're going with it.
Right.
I get where you're going with it. But put the shoe on the other foot, right? See, if you spent the money and you said to yourself, man, I wish I didn't have to pay for her meal because
the date is shit.
Because the date is shit. Now she paid for her meal. You all right? You were like, the date was shit, but hey, I got a free meal. How much women say that?
The date was shit, but she got a free.
But she got a free meal.
Tons, man.
Okay then.
Tons.
Okay.
But remember my OG, the Dine and Dash dater.
Yeah.
Because he left them with the bill. They were salt. But how many times and stuff, whatever, men have been left with the bill from a woman?
Yeah, but you know why they were salt? Because
in their head,
they weren't expecting to be left with the bill.
Man, they tell you, baby, life expect unexpected, man.
I think it's at the point now where when we take a woman out on a dates, we're almost expected to pay for the bill. Right or wrong?
If I offer to take you on a date, so if I say like, yo, we should go out on a date, and she's like, okay. And then she's like, what do you have in mind? And I say Red Lobster, right?
All right.
She fuck around and say some shit like Ruth Chris. Like,
okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, if you recommend a place, you should be taking me out then. Straight goods, because I offer Red Lobster. I know I got Red Lobster money and stuff, whatever, on the snap of a finger.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got surf and turf money at Ruth Chris at the same way.
See, now, if she's smart now, she ain't gonna jump in and voluntarily give a place where she wants to eat. What she should do is say, I don't know about Red Lobster. I ain't really feeling Red Lobster. And give you an opportunity now to come up with something else.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, you know what I mean? Maybe she like pizza. She might like pizza and animatronics. She might be down for that.
That's true.
You understand?
That's true.
But at least she gave you the option of either pulling up your socks or dropping your pants down.
Yo, like, I don't know, because I feel like part of that will kind of bleed into like things like I want to say chivalry,
Yeah.
right? And they said, I heard one dude stuff with her. He's like, is chivalry dead? He said, yeah, women killed it, right? And I was like, damn, that sounds kind of bitter. But if I offer to say I'm gonna take you here, or whatever,
Right.
you better be batting for the same price range and stuff, whatever's in that place, whatever. Because if your chest go up a little high, whatever, you know, for the folks at home that don't know, that's a Jamaican expression and stuff, whatever, like
Yeah.
your chest high, like
Yeah.
you know. And if she kind of shooting up a little high, I'm like, yeah, boo, you better let's go Dutch. Was that Missy on? Pass that Dutch. Let's go Dutch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If she's smart, she's gonna give you that avenue. Because come on, man, not every chick likes a Red Lobster. It may not.
Facts.
It may not be a price issue. Maybe she just
She's
doesn't
allergic
like
to shellfish.
Yeah,
She might be allergic to
She could be
shellfish.
allergic to shellfish.
Right.
Right. So it's not that situation. But if she automatically now say to herself,
Throw her hat-
nigga offering to take a hold of dinner? All right. Ruth Chris. She done skipped the keg.
She went high.
She done skipped the porterhouse. She went to where beef go to die and hope they can end up. That's where she went.
Yo, I don't know, but like I said, most of the time, well, I think even somebody play this, a woman hearing this, they might like, oh, these guys going at it and stuff, whatever. That's just toxic masculinity. What does toxic masculinity mean in your words? Because I hear that word come up often. I remember it came up. We spoke about it briefly a few months back when it came to the that Gillette commercial pertaining to like men and everything like that, whatever, right? And I realized that a lot of people are using that word heavy now. What does toxic masculinity means to you?
You know what? I don't have, because it's being used so heavily, I no longer have a clear-cut definition for it.
Me worse. That's what I'm saying.
I'd have to honestly say to you that I need a dictionary and definition.
Would that be a dictionary thing?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got to be defined somewhere. Look it up real quick, and then based upon the dictionary definition, I can either say I agree with it or not agree with it, because you're right. There's so much things that are being passed off as toxic masculinity, right or wrong. It just seems to be falling under this category.
So
the comment that LeVar Ball threw at the reporter,
switch gears?
you can switch gears on me anytime.
He said, yeah.
Is that considered toxic masculinity?
I don't know, because I want to say that's his normal type of phrase. Like there was another situation and stuff where many years ago, not even many years ago, but years back, when he was saying on a show with Stephen A. Smith, digging his ass about like, you know, his kids and the shoes for the Baller brand.
Baller brand, right.
And he was saying like, yo, these kids can't afford that. What he's like, it's not for the kids, it's for the ballers, and it's for like, you know, the adults and stuff who got the money, right? And then somebody else, another woman said, let's switch gears. And he said, all right, we switching gears.
Right.
And he kept the same energy. And I was like, what, 2016, 2017 time? And now in 2019, when he says the same thing and stuff, whatever, it's a problem now. But like I'm saying, we live in a victim culture. And then if somebody doesn't feel comfortable with something, I'm not saying they can't speak about it, whatever, but if you have past history that the man has done this before, how are you going to use that to kind of fully take him off the thing? Like, that's not the same energy. They're not keeping the same energy. Because if that was the case, why don't you take him off TV when he said it before?
When he said it prior. Right.
It's like he didn't say anything different. It's the same thing. Like there's an interview and stuff, whatever. Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna see if I can find it and show it to you and stuff a little later. But yeah.
Well, I think what they're saying, a lot of what went down was based upon how she responded.
On her reaction?
Yeah, her reaction.
I'm gonna start reacting a little different when people talk to me now.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna start spazzing. So I found toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, let's hear it.
They said, this is from tolerance.org. And they said, toxic masculinity is a term to insult, and even a bigoted response pertaining to how men have been treating the opposite sex
Right.
for the past few decades and few years.
Right.
So now they're using that as like, so let's say, for example, if you tell a woman and stuff, whatever, go in the kitchen, go make me something to eat, that's toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
Right.
Okay, right.
Right. So those things and stuff, whatever, to define, I guess, the masculinity, or it could even be used for the femininity.
Right.
That's a hard fucking word to say. Femininity. Yeah, I need a cookie for that one. I did well on that.
Yeah, you did good. But
But it can happen both ways and stuff. So I guess apparently there's a toxic femininity, the same way as there's a toxic masculinity, where not everything is to be gender restricted.
Right. And that's from the tolerance.org. What's the date on that article you're reading?
December 11, 2017.
Okay. So it's because I got it on my phone, right?
Okay.
www.tolerance.org,
Mm-hmm.
December 11th, 2017, right? The first sentence they got, toxic masculinity is tricky.
Yeah, I see that. I seen that.
So even they don't even know how to clearly define it.
Yeah, man. I hear it come up so often and stuff, whatever. Like I was talking to one of my boys and stuff, whatever. He's actually he's actually a psychologist.
Yeah.
We were talking and stuff, whatever, and we were in discussion. He kept bringing it up and stuff, whatever. So I said, and give me it in your words. Fuck dictionary.com. Fuck everybody else. Stuff. Just give me it in your words.
Right.
And he's like, yo, Marv, to be honest, and he just kind of took a sigh. So I'm like, why are you using it and stuff, whatever, if you can't even break it down in your own words, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Not a fan of that. So then he got quiet. And then he's like, well, no one's really can phrase it and stuff, whatever, in their words. So I'm like, well, if we're talking about like ill treatment and stuff, whatever, of women and everything like that from the men's spectrum and stuff, whatever, I don't think it's a masculinity thing. I just think it's a personality thing.
But I was about to just ask you, isn't that considered toxic behavior?
Yeah, this is behavior.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? To me. So, I mean, like, all right. I'll give you a story. So, to the masses and stuff, whatever, there was a meme. I think it was a meme, was a little question thing and stuff, whatever, right? And to give you the verbal before I'll post the visual, there's a candlelight dinner popping off in a styrofoam container. And there's a big, long-ass candle and stuff, whatever, posted up in the styrofoam container. There's fried chicken and french fries in both containers. And then the thing says, ladies, if a man, a guy you've been dating, has I offered you to come over for a candlelight dinner and he served you that meal, what do? So when I phrase it to like some women and stuff that are at work,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I thought World War III was gonna start. Hiroshima and Nagasaki had nothing on the situation and stuff, whatever. I showed it to one woman, just crack a joke. Yeah. Whatever, right? I'm like, yo, I'm curious, what would you do? Whatever, right?
Right.
So one woman who I wasn't talking to and stuff, she jumped in. She's like, why am I going to a man's house when we're just dating right away? So I'm like, wait a minute now. How are you going to get to know him? Right? He needs to take me out, whatever, for dinner. I'm like, damn, boo. I'm like, okay, what if he don't always have money to take you out? Then I don't need to see him. I was like, I think that's toxic femininity. Okay.
I was about to say, is that toxic femininity? Because that sound like that could be toxic femininity.
So I'm like, all right, you know what? Say I'll talk to like several women, right?
Right.
Because I work in healthcare. So I talk to 7 women and stuff, whatever, who are caretakers, like caregivers and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ID out them and everything like whatever. But there's also 2 men that work on that unit and stuff as well.
All right.
And one lady said, because if his name is man, he's up to no good. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you guys. I'm like, do you guys hate men? I'm like, this is beyond like a feminist like perspective.
I was gonna ask you if you think a lot of toxic
femininity
is
can
be found in feminism.
I think they're masking it they're masking it. I think that's what they're actually doing, but I think it's probably all in one spectrum and stuff, whatever, to the masses. But no. I think there's toxic femininity over feminism and stuff like that. I think feminism and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken, or my words should be equal amongst the genders, the same. Right. So if my boo over here want to pay for my meal and stuff, whatever, and say, this day has been swell, you know, maybe in the next date you got this, we equal. We equal. That's a feminist right there.
Yeah.
You go, girl power, all the above. I'll play some Spice Girls in the car on the way going back. Now,
or she see you about to take out your credit card and she say, "Oh, I we can go Dutch."
Song. It's cool, I got it.
Yeah, or we can go Dutch.
Oh yeah, or we can go Dutch and be like, all right, man, that's a feminist right there.
Yeah,
but if you like, shouldn't you be paying for this? Whatever, toxic femininity.
The look away.
Yeah,
the look away. Toxic femininity.
She be like, oh, you don't got this meal, so you invite me out here and stuff, and you ain't gonna pay for the meal.
This nigga with his broke ass gonna invite me out to eat.
You know, like I was telling somebody the other day, I was listening to Scrubs the other day, like it was like some TLC thing I was popping off on like VH1.
Yeah,
and they're playing like TLC hits and everything. So I'm like, yo, TLC, they're fucked up. They're the reason why global warming took place. Somebody's like, why would you say that? I'm like, because they don't want you in the passenger side of your best friend's ride, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You trying to carpool to save the damn world.
Save the damn world.
And they want to come at your neck because you're in the passenger side of your friend's whip, whatever. You're like, yo, you just wanted to carpool tonight. No, you're a scrub. And now look at us now. We got global warming kicking us in the woo-wah. Yo, look here, man.
Yo, you ever scoop a lady from the passenger side?
Have I? I got her attention. You got her attention? Hold on. So we talking about like fully get number and everything?
Yeah. Get number, everything.
Yeah. I got her attention. So it did. Because I got her attention and stuff. But like me fully sitting down and stuff, whatever, and try to do all that type of stuff, whatever. No, I had to like, you know, get out the car and like, yo, let's talk over here. And then, you know, we swap it out for a little bit. I believe in that shot clock theory, that LMA stuff.
Yeah.
Do you got 24 seconds to prove your point to see if you can get that chick?
Right.
Had the shot clock going off, whatever, popped it off, and then went back into the car and stuff, whatever. So yeah, I got a chick before I was driving my own car, before I owned the car.
Okay. Just a question. I think that's happened to me once, and it's funny enough because when it happened, the first inkling that came to my mind was, scrub? Oh, she gonna think I'm a scrub. Right? She gonna think I'm a
toxic femininity.
She gonna think I'm a scrub, right? Knowing that, listen, I'm in my boy's car, but I got a BMW parked at home. I'm just rolling with my boy because it don't make sense for moving around in two cars
in the same damn place.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to save the economy, ladies.
You understand? So I'm like, okay, I'm a chill out, but yeah, I wanted to holler at her, so I hollered at her, and that was it. We kicked it. We exchanged numbers and stuff like that. I didn't get out the car. You know what I mean? She was going on a walk and was doing a thing. So I was like, well, you know, can we exchange numbers and call each other now? So we ended up doing that. Right? Then a time after that, when I went to go pick her up, I had my ride. You understand? So right away,
she saw the BMW. She said, "Oh shit!"
So right away, she knew I wasn't a scrub. You understand? But it was just that moment, that in that moment of thinking, I'm like, oh, man, but I'm sitting in the passenger side. See, she might look in the window and look past me and stare at the driver.
It's toxic femininity, man. They're making you feel bad and stuff. For their TLC made people second guess their life and everything like that.
I may not be good enough sitting in this passenger. Yo, let's switch seats for a moment. Let me holler at it real quick and then we switch back after.
Yo, let me ask you this then. Have you ever got a freebie from a chick? What I call a freebie, I had this discussion stuff with her like years back, right? Freebie is you pay $0.00 for anything pertaining to a woman, and you still score.
Yeah.
You had a freebie before?
Yeah, I've had a few freebies.
I never had a freebie before.
You've never had a freebie.
You had a few freebies? Are you trying to show off?
You've never had a.
I never had a freebie.
You know why? Because there was a time where I was just living off my DJ swag. Yeah, I was just living off my DJ swag, man.
Because that night DJ saved your life.
Listen, I had one night we were doing this. No, it wasn't a night. It was a daytime. We were doing a barbecue, right? And I was a DJ at the barbecue, and there's a whole lot of women there. And the dude who was keeping the barbecue came up to me and he slid me this number and he said, "Yo, shorty said to call her," but the girl who I thought he was talking about, cause this chick came up. She was real aggressive. She came up to me and said, "Yo, I like you," but she was just too rough and she wasn't looking too nice for me, right? So I was thinking to myself,
that's a double bark. She was too rough.
I was thinking to myself, yo, man, I don't know. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's the chick, but it could be the chick and stuff like that. So he gave me the number and stuff like that. And I think a couple days later, I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna give this a call. So gave Shorty a call, right? And it turned out it wasn't the same girl. But Shorty was just like, listen, I like you. I like the way you look. I don't want no strings attached. I'm just looking for somebody to get it on with.
It's heartwarming. It's heartwarming.
Like, say no more. You know what I mean? I'm still curious to know what she looked like now. That's just because I was like, okay, I'm getting a proposition like that.
You better pray she don't look
like
Baraka.
Now I gotta really pray that it.
She don't look like Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
When I met up with her, I was like, oh, shorty a cutie too? I was like, okay. And listen, she was a hustler.
But she's a go-getter. She knows
she was a hustler. So there was nothing that I felt like the chick in the relationship.
No, sir, that's your toxic masculinity making you say you feel like a woman.
Is that my toxic masculinity right there? Because I should be okay with her taking care of everything.
Progressive times.
It wasn't during the progressive times. I'm talking about.
Progressive times. There was still women in
This
CEOs.
was when I was a DJ.
Yeah, but
I must have been 17, 16, I was 17, 18
but
at that time.
What year was that though?
That would have been, oh man, I want to say
early 90s?
I want to say, yeah, probably like around
progressive
97,
time.
98.
Done. Progressive times. Done.
Yeah?
Progressive times. Progressive times. Right. We good. Progressive times. We in progressive times, man. Don't worry about that, whatever. It's all good. But let me say this, man. All right. Since we're in progressive times, I know times change and stuff, whatever. There's some new phrase that I seen on Reddit, right? Ugly hot. Do you know what ugly hot means? We remember we just cracked the Da Vinci Code with toxic masculinity and toxic femininity.
Right.
We can crack we can crack another one since we here. We batting real good. Ugly hot. Dude.
Ugly hot. I don't think I know 100%, but I think I may have an idea of it. And I may have known a few girls that were probably ugly hot.
Ooh. So let me hear your. Let me hear.
See, when I hear ugly hot, it kind of reminds me of the old school term butterface.
Everything look good, butterface.
Everything look good, butterface.
Kind of, yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah.
All right.
We back in those realms.
So then, yeah. Ugly hot, I would say she ain't that pretty. Maybe she not batting 100. Maybe she batting about 75. But she got the hotness turned up.
Name a few celebrity women that are ugly hot to you. Me, I'm saying Fergie Juliet, what was it? Julianne Moore? Julianne Moore, the redhead lady. Oh, the lady from Law and Order, the SVU. That Marquis. It start with an M. The one with the short hair.
Yeah.
I don't know, like her face. It doesn't get me, but maybe the swag and the persona she has.
What if I go old school and say Liza Minnelli?
Yeah, she looked like a bird of prey.
Yeah,
she looks like a bird of prey. But she got the dollars though, and the money and the clothes and the flair kind of bring her up some, whatever, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I remember my boy's brother and stuff always said Fergie and stuff, whatever. He's like she's the cutest, ugliest chick he ever seen in his life, and I'm like, that's a walking oxymoron if I didn't know one.
The cutest, ugliest chick he's ever seen.
I was like,
in his life.
I was like, but then again, you know, these celebrities, they play with this plastic surgery shit kind of crazy and stuff too. Like, look at Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was proper before,
but
you know
what I was about to say. Listen, there may be tons of ugly, hot women out there. Mm-hmm. You just wouldn't know it because the makeup covers. The makeup does a lot of miracle wonders and shit.
True.
You ever seen a girl with her makeup off and be like, "Yo, you're not the same girl I seen with the makeup on."
All the time.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of ways of covering up the ugly to make it more hot.
Let me ask you: if you saw Fergie, you single, you in a grocery store and you see Fergie,
yeah,
right, and you know she kind of ugly hot, and she giving you like this little extra Colgate smile towards your way, would you pick her up?
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you. You don't discriminate. All right.
Nah. You know what, man? I'm a person if you don't have to look super hot if your personality and swag can carry the rest of the way.
Is that the reason why some people date unattractive people?
I think so. That and money.
Like a jigger. What about LeBron?
well, okay, all right. I'll give you one better. Bill Gates.
I think Bill Gates in his youth.
Yeah.
I think like because
he might have been charming and dashing in his youth.
But that's what I'm saying. In his youth, he looked a lot different than what he is now.
Yeah.
Well, not that far off and stuff like that, but I think that with the youth and the type of persona and the type of movements he was probably doing,
right,
it kind of got him a type of way. Like Jeff Bezos, he always freaked me out with that one eye. Right? He always looked like a little. He could be a possible Batman villain.
Don't Jeff Bezos remind you of a real life Montgomery Burns?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But like that's what I'm saying. His personality and his persona and stuff, whatever, like from like back then, probably hasn't changed that much. So that's why he kind of got by and stuff, whatever. Right now, like if he's dating that woman or not and everything, where she probably like, oh, he ugly hot, but he's sitting on billions. Mm-hmm. So that's what's saving him and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like people like the guys like Jay-Z, Benedict Cumberbatch, what's the one guy? If I was a woman, I would never look at Owen Wilson. I don't know, his nose, the nose and like the squint look, it don't do nothing.
Nah.
It catches me off guard.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, I guess there's a reason why people are with people. Everybody, you know.
There's a reason. There is a reason.
Would you rather be handsome or suave?
It's hard to decide, Marv, because I'm both.
And I'm not.
So
cocky,
I don't really.
I'm confident.
So I don't really know which one is working for me. If it's the suave or if it's the handsomeness. But if I have to choose one, I would say suave.
You would say suave?
I would say suave.
Why?
Because I think with suave, you can smooth things over.
And with handsome, you can't? You can sit and just look pretty?
Yeah, but you heard that. Since we bringing up Jamaican terms, have you ever heard the other one? Pretty dunce?
Sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. You gotta take the good with the bad, baby.
Pretty dunce.
Well, thank you for the pretty compliment. I'll take the pretty portion. The dunce you can keep to yourself.
Well, that's it, man. You ever met a girl? She mad pretty, but the personality is just
Garbage. Yeah.
garbage.
I'm a fan of that. I look at it like this. It's an old school commercial and stuff for that with Cheese Whiz. That Cheese Whiz has personality. I'm all like, if I'm talking about to somebody, like to my boys,
Yeah.
about a chick, whatever, they're like, yo, describe her. The quick description and stuff is like, what is she on a scale of 1 to 10, whatever, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
she bought like a 8.5. They're like, okay. I'm like, she got Cheese Whiz. Oh, it's a 10. That will bump you up and stuff, whatever, some notches and everything like that, whatever, right?
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
like, the personality and stuff will come with it. Now, even if you're a dime piece and stuff like whatever, and you got no kind of personality whatsoever, you'll get knocked down like by 3 levels and stuff whatever in my world.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I was talking to a chick and stuff whatever, and like, hands down, top model type of criteria. But she had no personality. And what even pissed me off and stuff whatever is that she was all into her phone. I'm not a fan of people all into their phone and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
As much as when you're out and about and everything,
Yeah.
like that, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work out well. It's been swell, bye. So, and I mean, her looks and stuff, whatever, because I guess in her case, in woman's case, would it be pretty or sexy? And I feel like suave and sex appeal, those are things and stuff, whatever, that cannot really die with age. Looks can fade.
Looks can fade.
Looks can fade and
Yeah.
stuff, whatever. But I feel like those things and stuff, whatever, it can't, because you probably seen like some OG man, some OG dude.
Yeah.
And he's probably like 60 plus, maybe 70 and stuff, whatever. But the way he carries himself, you'd be like, yo, you were probably a problem when you were youth.
The
You
most
probably-
interesting man in the world.
boom, bomb. There you go.
Prime example right there.
He's so magnetic, he doesn't carry credit cards.
See?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like,
Once wrestled the line with his bare hands.
what was the illest one I heard? The man, I think the illest one I heard from him said he has a tattoo on his arm. No, his mother has a tattoo on her arm that says son. I was like, yo. I was like, you know you the shit when your mom has the son.
Your mom got sun tattooed on her
I was like, yo, that's when you know you're interesting, man. Nah, man, but I mean, because even some of those like porn stars and everything and stuff as well, right? Like, you know, like I feel like some of them and stuff, they look good, but that's why I'm always curious to watch a porn star interview.
Yeah.
Like when I seen, like I remember Alexis Texas and stuff, whatever. And somebody's telling me like, yo, she don't make interracial porn.
Yeah.
And I was like, for real. And I'm like, and they had some interview things. I'm like, I was all ears. I'm like, well, I want to hear why.
Right.
Whatever, right? But then the logic was so stupid and stuff. But I'm like, you're pretty dunce.
Yeah.
You're pretty dunce, whatever, right? And then I was like, eh.
And then you have somebody like Sarah J, who ain't that pretty,
But she has sex appeal.
but she has sex appeal. And
has
she
sex
do
appeal.
all interracial
all
porn.
interracial porn. So I was like, yeah. Yo, let me ask you. Do you think porn exploits racism?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. They don't help the cause because like look at the porn and shit now. They got like Black Cocks Matter instead of Black Lives Matter and everything and stuff, whatever. Like especially I feel like when it comes to interracial thing, they go hard in the paint, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because
I think they totally exploit it even further.
they go too hard. Like
Listen, man.
big black on the attack, and it's like a small, tiny, petite white chick.
The first interracial porn that I watched like that back in the day, I think was Monster Dicks.
Monster Dicks.
You see
Monster Dicks. The VHS. Monster. That's when Lex Steele in there.
And I'm saying, and I'm saying, okay, I understand the title, but why is no little black women? Why is it all little white women?
All tiny white women. All tiny white women and stuff, whatever, right?
You know what I think you know what makes me cringe? When you be watching interracial porn and the white chick out of nowhere says, "Oh, give me that nigga dick."
Whoa. What kind of porn are you watching? You need to shut that shit down. I need to write an angry letter on Pornhub.
Listen, man.
Whoa. I need to ASAP. You need to find that source. So
You
I
ain't
can, I
never
can
seen
shut it
one
down.
like that?
Nah, man. I'm not having that, man.
Dude.
As much as remember, we had a shit Black History Month earlier this year.
Wow. They're out there, bro. They are out there. And like I said, because it's not something that you're expecting to hear. And when you hear it, it's like, wow.
Wow.
And dude be still pumping away. I'm like, dude, that could never be happening to me
I
in the
probably
bedroom.
get soft on the strokes and I'd be like, wait, what? And then
like,
my strokes would be like,
what?
clap,
What?
clap,
What?
clap, clap, till like,
Cut.
cut.
My name's Drew, not Toby. You know that, right?
12 years a slave or 12 years a slong. It might be in that case. See? And then they'll exploit that, whatever. Like, when a white dude is with a Latina chick, isn't that interracial?
It is. Yeah, it's interracial.
But do they classify it as interracial?
No, they classify it as Latin.
And then when a white dude's with an Asian chick, that's interracial.
It is interracial.
But they won't even classify it as nothing.
No, they classify it as Asian.
So only black and white, that's...
Interracial is classified as interracial. Tell you what, you will find other nationalities pop up in that category, but it's like maybe 1 in every 10. Maybe 2 in every 10.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, like, to the big wigs, or let's say the big wig porn companies and stuff on this side
Yeah.
of the world, I want to say when they do a movie, when they do a movie and stuff, whatever, like a full out, like roles and all that type of stuff, whatever, and let's say they have like a part where, I don't know, the black guy has to fix a car and everything like that, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess they will consider that part as interracial. But if you swap the black guy, if it's a Latina chick going to the black guy to fix the car and stuff, whatever, that'd be interracial. If you swap that black guy, put like a white guy and stuff, whatever, it's just a regular thing in the movie and stuff, a regular porn. They want to really classify it as interracial.
No, but they might throw a Latin tag in there.
Give me a Latin tag.
No, when I mean Latin tag, they might tag it. They might not tag it interracial, but they'll tag it like Latin.
Gotcha.
And I find like a lot of that is, a lot of interracial with other cultures is tagged usually by that culture. It's only really like if you see like if it's black porn, it's usually black on black. As soon as the other person is white, it becomes interracial. I don't think that happens in any other nationality when they're doing porn.
I didn't think so.
I don't think that happens in any other nationality when they're doing porn.
Because I'm saying, like, you can have a white dude and stuff with a Latina chick and stuff with her, and it's just regular porn.
Yeah.
And she could probably even say "I poppy" in the mix and stuff, whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man,
Black
it's
Cops
troublesome.
Matter,
Man.
man. Black Cops
I'm
Matter.
telling you, man, it's troublesome, man. Listen, how big when they first started with the Latinas in the scenes, right? How many of them started off as maids?
I feel like it's a newer thing.
You think it was a newer thing?
Who's the lady with the big pussy, with the big cooch? Was it Vanessa? Is it Vanessa Del Rio?
Vanessa Del Rio.
Did she ever do a maid thing? She did acting.
But they never classified her as Latina.
Oh, with a name like Vanessa Del Rio?
You knew, but they never classified it as Latina porn. That wasn't a class. That was not a class a category back then.
So
I don't think when she was popular.
I gotta feel a type of weight. I feel racist now when I'm watching some big budget porn. I like porn with the storylines.
Yeah, that's you. You look like a storyline, brother.
I do, man.
Yeah, you get your popcorn and butter.
I use the butter for different purposes, but I mean, hey.
That's what I'm saying. You get your popcorn and your butter.
I mean, hey. I mean, what? Okay. My next question to you. Since how people have sex so freely and stuff, whatever, fuck it. Even like the hub, X videos, all that type of shit, whatever. They out there just doing it and stuff, whatever, just cuz and everything like that. Where I'm throwing the videos up amateur wise.
Yeah.
Do you still believe, like, to this day, that sex is still sacred?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
I think the culture has just been desensitized
To sex.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's so much in your face nowadays that it's now looked at as it's not looked at as nothing. It's looked at as more recreational than anything else.
So I guess, is that to the younger generation, to the older generation? Because we still live in society. You're saying that, right?
I'm saying that in society. So to the younger generation and to the generation now,
Yeah.
that is now
Generation
that is not
Z?
witnessing this. That's not witnessing this. For instance, you're recently
Single.
a single man, right?
Right.
You go out there, and I'm pretty sure you're not dating the younger generation. You're dating someone within your spectrum.
Right, because mentally I might not be able to take everybody. No. Ladies, my thing and stuff is that, as you can hear from the show, it's a different kind of vibe here, and different kind of convo you'll get from Sofa King Marvelous. So if you have a one-way, linear type of way of thinking and stuff, whatever, I might just sip my drink, pay for your meal, and we might be out. You never see me for the rest of your life. But
Okay.
continue.
Now, on your dates or
Right.
the your expose of dating, how many women have you ran into that said to you, "Oh, I think we should wait and get to know each other a little bit better"?
One.
Okay,
One.
one. So think about that.
I just thought maybe because that was handsome or suave. Maybe that's the reason why I got a layway.
You were handsome or suave,
Or both. Maybe I got like a super layway. Why you laugh like that?
You silly man, you. No, because it's now, and even now we're looking at the liberated. We're now looking at the liberated woman too, right?
Right.
I mean, before it was like,
They can't say yes or demand.
right? They couldn't behave.
I had this conversation with a woman and stuff the other day, right?
Yeah.
Woman I'm talking to. And so was it Summer Walker? Girls need love too.
Right.
She's like, girls can never say that they want it. Girls can never say they want that, they need it, whatever, right? But I'm like, I thought we were liberated enough now, like in today's time stuff, for women to say that, because we're not in a Me Too, like post Me Too world.
No, man, they are. That's just Summer Walker's song.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so I was talking to a girl. Like, I remember I went somewhere and stuff, whatever, with some coworkers, right?
Yeah.
And it was an older lady trying to pick me up and stuff, whatever. To the older ladies and stuff listening, look here, don't take it the wrong way. I love you all. I love all women, whatever, right? But she looked like she's probably like, like borderline pushing 50-ish.
Yeah.
And she said to me and stuff, whatever, she's like, I like your cologne and I like how you look. And you look handsome as hell with your beard shine and stuff. So I was like, oh, it's not often a brother get compliments like that.
Right,
but that's when the fortune favors the bold, right?
Yes, yeah.
Fortune favors the bold. So then when she said that now, whatever, I turned and looked, whatever. And then she's like, oh, because I didn't fully look at her, like, we didn't make eye contact until after she said that, whatever. When I fully looked at her face, whatever, and she looked at me, she's like, you look kind of young.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm 34. And she's like, yeah, you're young. She said, you're young and stuff and everything. She's like, oh, but most of the girls you date are the ones that say they like Netflix and chill. I'm too old for Netflix and chill. It's come over and screw. So I start clapping. I was like, there you have a woman that knows exactly.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
What society times of, I feel like society or the women should be like that. And she's an older woman. To the girl I'm talking to and stuff, whatever, she's like, they have to find subtle ways to say that. I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, rub your inner thigh to let you know. I'm like, no, you have to say it. I don't want to catch a charge, man. We live in Me Too times. I don't want to have to catch a charge. You better tell me, like,
But one of our soul says the sons was, with maturity comes wisdom.
Yes.
Right?
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
So this is a mature lady who knows she doesn't have to beat around the bush.
Oh, so you're saying the girl's not that mature because she's still trying to beat around? And
She's
stuff
still
like
trying to be. She hasn't figured out. Hey, I could just be straightforward.
that. Yeah, just be straightforward.
Yeah. This older lady, she's been around it long enough to say, hey, well, I don't have to hide. I'm grown.
Yeah,
you know I'm grown.
Yeah.
You got needs, I got needs.
Yeah.
Let's need each other.
Yeah, that's true. Go knee deep too, but yeah. But no, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I guess.
Nah, but I don't
It's
think
not sacred.
I don't think it's sacred at all, man.
So do you think that's a gender thing? Do you believe it's a gender thing, or because like there's some dudes, whatever, right? Believe it or not, there's some dudes out there and stuff, but it's not freely with the sex and stuff, whatever, right? I heard of one dude talking. This was a guy. I'm not gonna tell you who on air.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you
After,
off air after.
Right.
My man jumped up and says he doesn't like to throw it up so easily for non-black women. So I'm like, well, what do you mean? So he said for black women, he'll throw it up and stuff as is with it. Like if they like, hey, you want to, yes, here's my penis, do what you want with it, whatever.
Right.
If it's a non-black woman, he's like, he's going to hold back a little bit. So I'm like, why? And he said, his sperm is reserved for the blacks. So I'm like, it's sacred to him, I guess, because...
I think now in this society, how we're, like I said, women are more liberated. Sex is more liberated. It's not seen as such a taboo thing again.
Mm-hmm.
It's, there you have more willing of participants in an early point in a relationship. And I mean, let's think about it this way, because this is something that I've always discussed amongst my boys.
Mm-hmm.
When a girl says, let's wait it out for a bit before we even get to that intimate setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, let me ask you this. Do you think bad sex can ruin a relationship?
Bad sex?
Yeah.
How many times we having bad sex?
Every time you have sex is not enjoyable.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
It can ruin a relationship.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I hope my dick not whack, but she might have garbage cooch.
Okay. So think about this now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go 2 to 3 months into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, before she gives up the goods, she just wants to get to know you a little bit more, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say, all right, cool. You patient dude, and you can rock with that.
I don't know how patient I might be, but okay, we'll go with the story.
We get to about the 7th, 8th month mark.
God
right?
damn!
Hold on. We'll just use it as an example. Maybe it doesn't go that deep, but we get to the 7th, 8th month mark. And then y'all do the deed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's whack as hell. And you say, man, maybe that's just the first time, you know what I mean? Because we don't really know each other intimate like that.
It could just feel.
Yeah, we just trying to get the
vibe.
feel.
Right.
Then, you try 2 more times, two or 3 more times. And those 2 to 3 more times is even whacker than the first time.
Right.
What do you do at that point?
Leave.
Because you got 6 to 7 months invested.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm like. I would leave, whatever, because the reason why I'll tell you why I leave, because she like, it won't even be fair to her, whatever. I'm like, yo, say she wait for 6 or 7 months of and say, okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna give some act, right? Give some cooch, whatever, right?
Right.
And she find out I'm only 2 inches and strong. You waited 6 months to find out I'm only packing with 2 inches
and strong.
2 inches and strong. You know, like bing, like a flick of a pinky and stuff, whatever, right? You wait that long just to find that out and stuff. That's how I never understood the waiting game process. If I was a woman, I'll tell a dude a month and a week, and that's some heavy interaction. That's why I tell people it's all on chemistry. If I'm not chopping it up with you, like we talking every day or multiple times on a day, and we're seeing each other like multiple times in a week and everything like that, whatever.
Yeah,
I can understand why there's space and stuff, or why it might take some time to kind of get to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if we're interacting every damn day, like we talk every day, we live in text messaging time and all this type of stuff, and you still want to feel like 6 or 7 months, whatever, I'm like...
But that's what I'm saying. So now...
Yeah.
Nowadays, they don't want any waiting. They want to know. They want to know. Listen,
that's
are we
what it is.
compatible or not?
I'm with that.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, man. It's no longer a make or break deal in the relationship. That's not how it's looked at. It's just looked at as if it's whack. Well, why am I gonna stay with you and have whack sex?
Yeah, true. That's facts.
Let's figure that out from the get go. If we sexually compatible and then we compatible in other arenas, then hey, then we can kick it.
But this is what I'm saying. But like, see, why I think that it's still partially sacred is because either that or either probably a bad experience. Because even when I open up like Tinder, if I open up a dating app,
Yeah.
If I open up a dating app and stuff, the dating app is gonna like, quick time gonna run into a chick that's gonna say, no hookups or one night stands.
Yeah.
Or they have the abbreviation for one night stand and stuff, whatever, right? So I was like,
ONS.
yeah. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, must be sacred to her. That's the reason why she's putting it up there, whatever. I'm assuming.
No, I think she's
been
putting
burnt.
it. I think she's putting it out there because to say that's not what she's looking for, right? But at the same time, if y'all hook up and y'all compatible to a point, she's probably not gonna be hard stricken to that rule.
But why put up a deal breaker?
Cause she's trying to weed out those people who are only looking about that.
But if I'm a dude looking for pussy and stuff, whatever, regardless, whatever,
Right.
And I know you already put a deal breaker on the target, like I have a son,
Right.
and some women and stuff, they're not a fan of men and stuff with kids,
Right.
They want a man and stuff with her so they can start their own Barbie dream house with whatever, right?
Yeah, understandable.
And she says, I'm not a fan of a man who has kids,
Right.
and let's say I still find her super attractive enough for to sleep with her and everything like that, whatever. I'm like, you know what? Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it and stuff with her. So when she come over, I hide all my son's toys and photos of my son.
But at that point, you're just a total douchebag.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And that's when you put up the deal breakers and stuff, you already put a target up for you not winning in the strategy or in the success story.
Yeah.
Because had you not put this blockade up, whatever,
Yeah.
I feel like, yes, if your goal is to weed out the dirtbags and stuff, whatever, there's some dirtbags that give zero fucks and still will entertain the shits.
Yeah, yeah.
So then be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got 10 kids and stuff, whatever. Be like, well, yeah, I still wanted to fuck you.
But here's the thing with those dirtbags, right? Mm-hmm. They going in. Dirtbags dirtbags have no behavior. They might say that they're not that dude.
Yeah.
But go on a date, their colors is coming out, bro.
When the grass is cut, the snakes will show.
Yeah.
Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Have a toast for the assholes.
How many girls have you spoke to who have told you, right? They're talking to someone and they may act like they're not about that, but 5 to 10 minutes into the conversation, they already trying to turn the conversation sexual.
There's tons.
So that's what I'm saying. A dirtbag can't hide himself, man.
Leopard can't change the spots.
Can't change his spots.
Yeah, you're right on that. I guess you're right on that. All right, man, we're going to end it off and stuff, whatever, for the week. Question of the week. What is the worst backhanded compliment you've ever received? For me, to my Caucasian folks out there and stuff, whatever, I get a lot from my non-black folks. Some black people and stuff, whatever, too. Yo, sister. Fuck. Look here, man. Look here. Let me tell you something. The illest thing and stuff, whatever, let me explain a little bit about me. My grandmother, my mother's side and stuff, whatever, she's native. She's native
Right.
descent, right?
Right.
So my grandfather, my mother's side of stuff is that the black dude, right? Some of like my mom's siblings and everything and stuff, whatever, they have features and stuff. I guess is not quote unquote black-like features,
Right.
right? Part of them and stuff, whatever. I think like 3 relatives plus my mom and stuff, whatever, like have the nose thing.
Right.
When I get a backhanded compliment from a non-black person, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you don't have like a black person's nose." What the fuck you mean by that? Am I not dark skinned? Am I not black? Whatever. And then when I get turned, that's when they're like, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, that's a backhanded compliment. Like you're giving a compliment and everything.
Yeah.
And then I remember a girl I dated one time some years ago. I'm 5'8", right?
I was about to say, I heard I date you if you're taller.
No, I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
And girlie looked at me, so she about like 5'1"
Yeah.
max. And she looked and said, "You're like the shortest guy I ever dated, though." Fuck you mean by that? You want to do the walking teabag you at the same time? I don't understand. I was like, that was a backhanded compliment, wasn't
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, I've gotten the I date you if you were taller. I've gotten that.
I've dated you when you were taller. Yeah. I got that a few times and stuff, whatever, too.
I'd be like, well, shut up, bitch, lie down. We the same
Same
height.
height. Bring it in. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, these backhand compliments and stuff, whatever. There, I don't know. Let's go to Ask the Sons, man. Ask the Sons from Charlene Rennie. This is a different one. If a man sleeps with a hermaphrodite and only uses the vagina part, does that mean he's gay or straight?
If he sleeps with a hermaphrodite,
Right, well, both parts, person born with both parts,
right? Yeah.
and he's only using the vagina part.
Right.
Does that mean he's gay or he's straight? Because I'm
I would-
assuming the vagina is lower than the dick.
I would say it would mean that he's questionable.
Coming in at number 1 is questionable on the back of his jersey.
He's questionable because I tell you this much: if that was me, and I felt that third leg tapping on my thigh,
I'm thinking.
I'm like,
I think
I can't do this. I can't do this.
When I read this and I thought whatever, I'm like, yo, what if you're like in a missionary position, right? Like where like I said, the vagina is a little bit lower,
Yeah.
and then the penis is up closer and stuff like to the top, right?
Yeah.
If depending on like if you're doing the missionary and everything like whatever, I'm afraid that like don't know if the dick might be hard or soft and everything, but it might be flapping and touching like my stomach when I'm doing missionary. And, yo, my mind will be blown because once I see it flopping around, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is not my day. No.
Nah.
And like even if you try to like, see, even if you try to put it like in a back shot or something like that, whatever, I'm afraid because see, my go-to thing and stuff, whatever. I like to like if I'm hitting it from the back, I like to like reach over, grab titties.
Yeah.
Or I like to like, I'm versatile from the back. Right. So if I try to do the reach around and try to like rub on clit, you might rub on dick. Right? And you want the bootleg dick. You don't want the real dick because they said the clit is a bootleg dick.
Yeah.
So it's a bit dodgy right there, mate. It's a bit dodgy, yeah.
I'm gonna say he's questionable.
He's questionable. Yeah, I'm gonna co-sign with that one.
It's questionable.
All right. Dark Knight X said, "Is $40 enough to take a woman out on a date?"
Nah.
Yes. No?
You saying yeah?
You said no?
I'm saying nah, bro.
Yeah. Let me hear your no. Why?
Because okay, well, where you taking her out to a date too?
Well, I mean, I seen Chappelle doing this stuff for on half baked, so I $40 can stretch.
Listen, how old is that movie, Marv?
Hey man, stop. Hey man, Thurgood was on some shit. Let me tell you
how
something.
old is that movie,
It was
Marv?
90. Okay, but look. Okay, I'll tell you this. Ladies, if you're gonna go on a date with me, you want to go for ramen and stuff, whatever. I'm down for ramen. A bowl of ramen and stuff, whatever. Like to the fine type of ramen, whatever.
Yeah.
I think after taxes will come up to probably about, including tip, what I don't know if was she gonna drink or anything, whatever.
But let's just stick to the ramen right now. Let's just stick to the ramen.
So we're doing the math for the ramen and everything, like whatever. Average price for ramen will come up to about $13. So two ramens, that's $26.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
If we're gonna add like whatever drink, whatever, she gonna get like a soda or a bubble tea and everything like that, whatever.
Right.
Then I'll cover it. So the $40 will do that justice though. So I get the 40 tat-out, and that's including tip.
Okay, so when you so maybe I'm thinking about it a little bit wrong. So when you say take a woman out for a date,
yeah,
y'all just going out for food. You're just going for food.
Oh, what do you think about like the whole damn shebang?
When I'm thinking about going out for a date,
dinner
like,
and movie, and
we doing something. We ain't just going to get some food to eat.
You could,
if that's the case, then we just going out for eat. We just going out to eat. We ain't going on no date.
So going out to eat is not going out on a date?
Not my world, man. Going out on a date, you doing you either doing something before you go to eat or you're doing something after you finish eating. Otherwise than that, we just going out to eat. We just going out to eat.
Some people eat too. Like, you know, 6ix9ine was a very good year. So I mean, hey.
But think about it. If you gotta drive, you gotta put gas.
Shit, we breaking it down like that.
Dude,
yeah.
40 bucks don't cover nothing, bro.
$40 ain't nothing.
$40 don't cover nothing.
But I told you though last time, like, yo, $20 to an adult is like $1, right? If you give an adult like $20, it's like $1 to them now.
Listen, man. The other day I can't remember where I was coming from, but I was heading back home. My son was home, so I said, you know what? He's home. I don't feel like whipping up anything. I'm gonna stop at McDonald's and get us something to eat, right? I ordered a McChicken combo, right? And my son is a fan of all day breakfast, so he'll eat an egg McMuffin till the cows come home, right? So I ordered 2 combos of that, right?
Right.
This shit came up to $20-something odd.
Who made it, Jesus?
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, why is this so hella expensive?
Wow.
The McChicken alone, that combo alone was like $9.59 before taxes.
Damn, $40 is definitely not enough then. Damn.
So when I'm looking at it now and saying, listen, man, $40 ain't no way in hell, dude. We blew $40 on 4 drinks and appetizers.
Yeah.
It came up to like 49 something.
I know, yeah, you're right. That was just appetizers.
And 2 drinks each.
So you got to swindle management of chicken, say like, yo, hey, babe, we'll tell you what, you know, we're going to eat these appetizers and the full course meals back at the house. Yo, that's the only other way I can think. Last question comes from...
Hold on.
What's up?
Before we go further. When I used to work for the software distribution company, we used to have this dude. He was he would do like software seminars and demos for us and stuff like that.
All right.
This was his thing, right? He would invite a woman out on a date, right? Pick them up, right? On the way to the date, he'd be like, oh, I left something at the house. Let's stop off real quick.
What's that something?
It could be anything. I left something at the house. Let's stop off real quick, pick it up, and then we bounce. Then when you get to this house or his apartment and stuff like that, just make sure everything in his house is mint. To the 9.
You want to come in?
Right?
Yeah, you want to come in.
So they come in now, they sit down for a minute, so yeah, let me just get in and we're ready to go. Then he'll wait and he'll come out and he goes, I just got groceries the other day, like, why don't I just cook for us and we just chill and eat here? And he said by that time she's so damn comfortable, she looking at the apartment like, wow. He nice.
So
now all of a sudden she, all right, yeah, let's do that.
You think that would run for a first date? I don't know if that might run for a first
You,
date.
you don't think it might not run for a first date?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I can put it to trial and error.
Listen. Coitus is no longer sacred. Coitus is no longer sacred.
Coitus is no longer sacred, man.
You give him an offer. Say, yo, you still want to go off? Yo, you just want to chill, relax, and I'll just whip up something real quick.
Yeah, I mean, because in the time it take you to cook and prep, you can still have the convo.
You have the convo.
And you can see if he's a clean person and stuff, for not how he clean his food, how everything else is. You get a lot more info from doing the home
so much
thing.
info
And
that you can get.
That's why I was like, why would they shit on the candlelight dinner thing and stuff, whatever?
Yeah.
When the man invites you over to the spot, because I'm looking like he invites you over to the spot, you can see if his house is clean or not.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, if he invite you over to the spot, he could at least took out the plates.
Get
Get rid of the styrofoam.
Yeah, he could put the candles in the styrofoam and put the chicken to the plate.
Put the chicken on the plate.
True.
The first thing she gonna look at when you go to wash them, she gonna look in the cupboards to make sure you got damn plates.
She make sure you ain't one of those plastic cup boys, the solo kings. Our last question comes from the Grimble B. What is something you wish was real? I got too much things. I'll let you go. I'm gonna just keep it basic. You can't fuck with a man that watches anime.
All right.
Go ahead.
Things that I wish were real. Oh, that's a good one, man.
Well, he said, what is something? So he has one.
Just one.
One.
Time travel.
Oh, fuck you, Smooth. I want to do that.
Time travel, man. I wish time travel was real, bro. Come on, man. You know you wish time travel was real, dude.
I do. Fuck. To be honest, though, that would be my thing. But I want to say like straight teleportation. Straight teleportation. That's my next thing and stuff with it. The reason why I say that is because I'm like, yo, like I watch so many animes. I see everybody has their own variation of like teleportation. Some of science fiction movies and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And the one that's so greasy and stuff, whatever, is that there's one where a dude, he touches you and puts a marker on your body, and he can teleport to that marker at any time. So I'm like, if you were a bank worker and he knew you worked in a bank, he can just tap you on your back. Sorry about bumping into you. When you go in there, he can teleport himself like damn near in the vault and teleport himself right back out.
Okay.
Right? So I was like,
so he don't need an out. He just need the in.
He just need the in. Because he knows how to get out. Because, okay, if that's the case, whatever, you put a marker in your living room.
Right.
And you tap that person stuff who you know is going to go into the vault, whatever, right? You go into the vault, say you knock him out, he or she out and everything like whatever. You take the money, teleport yourself back to the living room, and just keep dumping the thing. Yeah. There's no camera that's seeing you.
You're right.
Whatever, right? And even if, for example, and stuff, whatever, you took the time and say you want to travel to these places, tap the airplane that's going to like one flight to like Paris or something like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Tap the airplane. When it lands in Paris, you teleport there. Because they tell you your next flight, your Paris flight will arrive at 8 o'clock Paris time, whatever.
Yeah.
Your timer goes off, you're like, boom, bam.
What if you tapped yourself at 8 o'clock and you found that motherfucker crashed in the middle of the Atlantic?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So you just drinking water drunk?
I'm going to stick with time travel.
Oh, you fucked up my world with that one. You touche.
Oh, man.
That's it for the questions, man. Yo, you want to head us into Associated Sons?
Yeah, for sure. This week, a little variation on an old saying, but we revamp it and we going to put it in the coffee book along with the other So Says the Sons. Mm-hmm. If you haven't been on our IG yet, I actually got a next set of t-shirts to post. But let us know what you think think about the t-shirts that have been posted, the hats that's been posted, and we have a So Says the Suns that I'm gonna post later that ended up on t-shirts, and we want to know what you think as far as merch goes, because we're getting ready to do some
merch coming soon.
We getting ready to do some investigation towards that and have some merch coming soon. Some people have been asking for it. Some people have been tagging me on the pics that we posted and been asking for the price on them already. So we know there's some interest out there, but let us know what you think, man. If there's a So Says the Suns that you've seen that we've posted that you would think would look dope on a t-shirt, and yeah, let's keep it moving. So this week's So Says the Sun is: want a change in life? Stop doing the same things. So Says the Suns. That's it for me, Marv.
Any church announcements will be good for now.
Nah, we good for now, man.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, I got the Battle of the Beat Makers that's coming up, but that's a few months off. So when we get closer to that, I'll bring you in on it. I do want to mention the fact that we got Nipsey Hussle's producers.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna be the judges for I believe it's the preliminary round. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna just double check on everything. But yeah, they're gonna be in the building. They're gonna be doing some panels discussing the process on making that album, what it was like working with Nipsey, and that sort of thing. So it'll be real dope, man. It'll be real dope, and I'm looking forward to that. But as far as other announcements are concerned,
check us out on the plugs.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you know what I did want to mention, because I know we were beatboxing back and forth of how we were gonna do a best of episode. Right. I was thinking it would be dope if we, had some of the fans tell us what they thought was one of their best moments or what they would like to see in a best moment episode.
Okay.
Right? So if you're out there in Fanland and you've been following the Suns up until, I think this is going to be what, episode 36 or 37?
37, 38, something like that.
Somewhere around there. But if you've been a fan from day one and there's an episode that you really liked and you think that others may have missed out on it and might enjoy it, then just hit us up with a tag, man, and say, yo, y'all should revisit this one when you do the best of show. All right? That's it.
Thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.